Hello, Grade 10 Careers. This is the first unit intro video that I'll be shooting for you guys. As you guys all know, we'll be doing the intro classes where I'll do the seminar and show you what it is we need to do for the unit. But I thought I'd shoot these videos as well in case you missed those classes and you don't know what it is you're supposed to do on a unit. You can get that information here. So we're going to start with Unit 3. This will be the first one we do. If I have time, I'll go back. But for now, let's just get started with Unit 3. I'll do another one for Unit 4, and they'll both be up. So you always want to open up your unit. In this unit, we have 3 marked assessments. So this is stuff that I'll be looking at and marking, and I'll explain what those are as we go through the unit guide. What we're trying to do in this unit is what is out there for me. We're kind of just, before we start deciding what it is we're going to do after high school, we have to look at kind of what the long-term picture is. What kind of career interests or aspirations do we have? Because we don't want to start planning what we're going to take for the rest of high school, what we're going to take after high school until we know kind of what it is we want to do. Because what it is you want to do is dictated by obviously the classes and the programs that you have to take are dictated by what it is you want to do. So as we go down, the first thing that we're going to start with is we're going to start with this seminar that I'm doing right now. So this video, and I'm going to show you how you're going to use your personal profile. So in the assessments we did in Unit 2, we kind of learned our learning styles, what we were good at, what we were strong at, and we developed this kind of personal suitcase, if you will, of what our skills are, what our interests are, and the way that we learn. And what we want to do is we want to apply that to what kind of occupations that we want to do, because we want to find something that we're suited for, something that we're good at, something that we will enjoy. Okay, so consider after you've watched this video or you've sat through the seminar, activity number 1 is done. Okay, when we go to activity number 2, we're going to go into My Blueprint. And basically when you go into My Blueprint, you log in as a student, you're going to go down here and you can go to Occupation Planner. Okay, we're going to use that Occupation Planner to kind of research 9 favorite occupations. Okay, and when we find those occupations, we're going to complete this chart. Now, how do we fill this information in? How do we know what the average salary for it is to be a certain job, what that job is called, what level of training I need, what kind of employers that would hire me. Where are you going to get that information from is you're going to get it from My Blueprint. You're going to click on occupation, and we can use filters. And so when we're looking for occupations that would interest you, you could search an occupation that you already know of just by putting its key name or keyword in. You can search by learning style as something that's kinesthetic and hands-on, auditory, visual. You can use by, I don't want to go to university. I know that, but I don't know what I want to do. So I'm going to rule out jobs that I don't need a university for. So I'll just use, but I am willing to do a college or apprenticeship, so I'll click that. Or I don't want to do any college. I don't want to do any apprenticeship. I don't want a university. I just want something where I can use my high school diploma, something where I can get on the job training. So you can use those filters. You can use what jobs are in demand. Do I want one that there's not a lot of jobs, one that there's a lot of jobs, or not so much? Okay, so you can set all those different kinds of filters, salary, things like that. Okay, or like I said, you can just do keywords. So if you're searching for a job, say you want to be a teacher, and I want to be an elementary school teacher, I can click on that, and I can open it up. And here's where I'll get all this information to fill out my chart. So the chart that I'm filling out, I want to fill in all these different areas. I can get all of that information here. There's no reason to leave My Blueprint to do this. It gives you the growth statistics for that job, what the average salary is for that job, main duties of what they do on that job, the environment they work in, who would hire them. So if you're going to be a teacher, you could get hired by private elementary or public elementary. Videos of interest to show you about what it is to be a teacher. These would be the getting there components. So what education do I need? What are the employment requirements? What kinds of jobs will I get if I become an elementary school teacher? What is my position called? What kind of jobs can I get if I have that? And then just a little bit of extra tidbits. And then most importantly down here, you can see different places where you can take those programs and receive that certification to do what it is you want to do. Okay, so you'll use this My Blueprint guide here to research 9 different occupations and to fill in this chart. And you will be assessed on this chart. That is the first assessment, as we see up here, the employment possibilities chart. It's that one right there. Okay, so I'll mark you on your chart. Then you're going to come down here and you're going to write a reflection. You can do this one of two different ways. One, you can just write the reflection. Make sure that you answer all of these questions in the reflection. And you can just write it on a piece of paper and hand it in. Or you could take these questions and answer them in a reflection on my blueprint. So if you just go back to the home button, click on My Portfolio and Reflection, you'll just add a box in here, and you can just go in here, click Add Reflection, and type in the answers to those questions. So you can do that here on my blueprint, or you can just type it out or write it out and submit it that way. Okay? And I'll assess you on that. That is the second marked assessment. The last is just tweets. So you're going to make me 3 tweets. You're going to pick your favorite 3 occupations that you found in the second activity, and you're just going to write a tweet. Now, this is what's critical. And I want you to explain in the tweet how you would be a good match for that activity. So you can't just say, hey, I want to be a teacher because I like it. You've got to use examples of why you would be a good fit to be a teacher. What qualities do you have based on what we did in Unit 2 about your personal traits, strengths, skills, experiences that would make you a good teacher? So I'm good with kids, I like books, I love school, and I can coach, okay? Tell me why you would be a great teacher. Don't just say you like it and that's why you want to be a teacher. And we're going to do that for our 3 favorite occupations. So that's very simple and straightforward. You can actually tweet me at John4Ingle, at John4Ingle, or you can just write it in this column and just hand them in handwritten. Okay? So those are your options. That's a very quick Unit 3. It's very straightforward. If you have any questions, let me know.